Hallelujah, hallelujah. First of all, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Hamashiach, Yahushai. It is your officer, my Shaw from July to Zion, bringing forth this mighty and powerful word to edify the brothers and sisters that are lost across the four corners of this earth. All the connections, all the brothers that are the diaspora, just want to drop some jewels, man, coming out the scripture, man, we have to get ourselves on track, man. We have to get ourselves on track, man. Our deeds are works of evil, trying to edify our people, man, to bring them back to the fold, man, of being up under Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shah, up under the banner, right? To bring forth this mighty and powerful word. So I want to open up with the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Abba by him. So everything that we do, we give deeds to the Father, to our Abba, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who our people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, right? So I'm going to start off with the book of Isaiah, right? Chapter 65. The book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 12 through 15. And it reads, therefore I will number you to the sword. So the Most High God said he's going to number his people to the sword, right? And he's going to explain why he's going to number his people to the sword. What is the sword today? The sword will be the modern day gun. Lynching, prison, imprisonment, oppression is the modern day sword. And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. We have been bowing down to the slaughter. Like sheep, we just go there, get our head chopped off, the next one come, the next one come, the next one come. We're not even understanding that that is a chain reaction, how we getting killed. You see one brother get killed in the state polices, everybody getting killed now, in every different state now. It'd be 5 or 6 people at the same time getting killed. Most High God says, right? And ye shall bow down to the slaughter, because when I call, he said, when I call you, right? You did not answer. So that's why we're getting killed. Because the Most High God is calling us. It's warning before destruction. And nobody taking the warning. They're getting destruction. They don't want the warning. They want to have the destruction. So the Most High God says, right? He says, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So I delighted not for you, brothers and sisters, to keep these old pagan holidays. I delighted not. He says, so when I called you, you didn't answer me. The Most High God is calling you, brothers and sisters, and no one is answering him. Because everybody's too busy doing nothing. You got your feet on the gas, but you're in neutral. You're going nowhere fast. Right? Verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat. He said, those of my servants that's out here doing the will of me, right, gonna eat. He's gonna make sure we eat when it's famine, when there's no food, when there's starvation covering this planet. He said, my servants, they're gonna eat. But ye shall be hungry. Those that don't want to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, and you're shrugging your shoulders away from the truth, he said, you're going to be hungry. Your children going to starve to death. You're going to starve to death. Because when I called you, you didn't answer me. When I spake to you, you was too busy. So you say, well, did God come down out of the sky and spoke to me? No. He sent men like me and my brothers, and men that's putting their life on the line across the four corners of this earth, bringing his word to you, teaching you the things that God delight in, and the things that he hate, right? It says, behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. The Most High God said, you're going to be ashamed. Because when he told you to get yourself together, you didn't listen. Now you're ashamed now, because you got to watch your children starve to death. You're ashamed now, because you could have done something when he told you to. You're going to be ashamed, brothers and sisters. That shame going to cover this place, man. Right? 14. Isaiah 65 and 14. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart. Because we're going to sing for joy. When Jacob's trouble come around, these hard times come around, we're going to sing for joy because you know why? We know the scriptures. Because we studied and we prayed and we fasted, we meditated. Because we was preparing ourselves for these days to come. By preparing ourselves, by building up our spirits, by coming to congregate, by doing the things the Most High God tell us to do. Right? It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. Most High God said, y'all going to cry for sorrow of heart. It's going to be loud screaming out here. All they're going to be doing is crying because they're watching their people die. They're going to be crying because they can't do nothing. They have no might in their hands. So they're going to be crying. So God said they're going to cry. They're going to cry for my help. But I'm going to turn my face against them. Because I warned you. I told you. I sent my prophets. I rose them up in beat time. And you shrug your shoulders. Y'all think it's a game while we out there. We're not out there because we want to be out there. You think I'll be talking to a Negro man and a Negro woman for years at a time and they don't get it? First 2 times I say something to you don't get it, I'm going about my business. But I can't do that. Because I have a job, I have an obligation that I need to do for the Most High God. Right? And I'm going to do this here. Right? It says, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart and shall hollow for vexation of spirit. Because it's going to be a vexation thing. You're going to be vexed once you see the things the Most High God going to bring on this place. Brothers and sisters, you got more words to worry about than coronavirus. You got more things to worry about than that. The Most High God going to bring this evil upon this place like you've never seen it before. Because we are in sin. The place is steady waxing abundantly great with sin. Wickedness is gathering up, man. Right? 15. And you shall leave your name for a curse until my chosen. For the Lord Yahweh shall slay thee and shall call his servants by another name. Negro, African American, black man, black woman, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Jamaican, Haitian, Dominican. God said, you have left my name for a cursed name. It's a curse to have your oppressor's name. I got it, you got it, they got it, we all have it. Your name is a cursed name because you weren't supposed to have that name. You're supposed to have Judah, Levi, Benjamin, Gad, Naphtali, Issachar, Zebulun. You're supposed to have these names that God gave us. But no, we didn't want to keep God's commandments. We didn't want to hear when he called out to us our names. No, don't give me that name. Give me Bob. Give me Schultz and give me more. Give me Hawthorne. I want the name of my own person. God said, you chose, you don't want to choose, you don't want my name I gave you. You didn't want the God-given name that I gave you. You don't want that. Right? It says, and you shall leave your name for a curse until my chosen. We ain't even call God chosen no more. We not even recognize the other nations about God chosen no more. We are niggers now. They call us niggers, spicks, jigaboo, wetbacks. All type of stuff they call us. But they don't call our God-given name. God said, you're going to leave your name for a cursed name. Now tell me I'm lying. Right? So we're going to go to the book of Zechariah. Chapter 11. Chapter 7, 11. It's like it. Right? We're going to go to the book of Zechariah, the prophet Zechariah. Right? The book of Zechariah. Chapter 7 and verse 11. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they shall not hear. So Most High God say, his people refuse to hearken. You refuse to listen. We listen to everybody else but God. But everybody say they love God and got Bibles in their house and tattoos on their face and their arms and their backs. But they don't love God. The Most High God says, but they refused to hearken. They refused to listen. And pulled away the shoulder. We be out there, people be pulling away their shoulder. I seen one sister come here to word the Most High God. She shrugged her shoulders. She was too busy. So you notice our people, because these are things that we do, right? And stop their ears. So brothers like to turn up their music when we out there. We out there preaching. Brothers don't play music until we get out there. We get out there, they blast their music up. They're trying to stop their ears from hearing the word of God. So the Most High God already told you, right, in Isaiah, that I'm going to number you to the sword. This is why we're getting killed. God is wanting us to stop what we're doing, but we're too busy. We stomping on the gas going nowhere, right? That they should not hear. God say, them Negroes, y'all Negroes, stop up your ears, you pull your shoulders away. You do everything not to hear the word of God. We out there for you, black man and black woman, Native American man, Hispanic man. We out there for you, right? So now I'm going to go to the book of 2 Chronicles, right? Chapter, I think it's 36, right? And 15 and 16, right? And it says, and the Lord Yahweh of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up bedtime and sinning, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. That's why the Most High God sent us out to you, brothers and sisters. Because he has compassion on y'all, that he ain't killed y'all yet. So he's going to give you the warning before the destruction comes. But no, the nigger man and the nigger woman don't want that. They want to be put to death. They want to play with God. They want to push it to the limit. Right? Most High God says, for of their fathers sent to them by his messengers. We are the messengers of the Most High God. That's all we are. We are vessels that are being used for the Most High God. That's why he cleaned me up. That's why he cleaned my brothers up. He didn't clean me up to go around the world and taking pictures and put them on Facebook to show y'all. No. It's to show y'all the light, what he can do in your life. That's why the Most High God cleaned us up, right? To be messengers, to come out here and warn his people. Tell them, thus said the Lord. Everything I'm reading it out of the Bible. The same Bible that your pastor has. Same Bible that you have in your house and your car. KJV. I have 1611, 80 books in the can. I got that too. Right. It says, and the Lord Yahweh of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up bedtime and sinning, because he had compassion on his people. God has compassion on his people. That's why we are out there. Because if you wouldn't have compassion, you just send them death angels and kill everybody out there. But we out there like Ezekiel trying to mark the foreheads of those that sigh and cry for the abomination of this place. But what the Most High God did, after he told that brother, after he told that angel, the first angel to mark them, the second angel is going to come through and killing everybody that didn't have the mark. What is the mark? The mark is knowledge. The mark is wisdom. That's what the mark is. That God has put on the forehead of his people. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you don't have it, he's going to put you to death. Right? And have compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. 16. But they mock the messengers of Yahweh. They mock us out there. You brothers and sisters mock us out there. Had one brother tell us, hey man, look here. Nigga, I kill y'all. Nigga, I'm going to get my gun. So he almost got it out there that day, you know. Yeah, he almost got it, you know. But we're not violent men, but we're going to protect ourselves any means. We're going home, you know. We're going home, so don't never get that twisted. We're going home. But they mock us. They mock the messengers of the Most High God. Watch what the scripture says. And despise his words. You despise his words. You ain't doing nothing to me because you don't want to hear this. And I hear people say that, oh, y'all ain't bringing nobody and y'all just ain't doing nothing. Hey, we're not here to do that. We out here to warn people. We're not here to convert you. No, that's the Most High God will. We are here to tell you, thus said the Lord, to warn you. It's on you to do that. You're trying to convert nobody. We are here doing the job, warning people. We are here preparing the way for Hamashiach Yahushua. We are here doing the bidding for this marriage to bring everybody we could in. They don't want to come in, that's on them. Brothers, you don't want to listen to this word, that's on you. You got to pay the price of that. You got to pipe to that tune when Yahweh comes. Right? But they mock the messengers of God and despise his word and misuse his prophets. Y'all misuse us out there. Right? Brothers be wanting to pull assault rifles and all type of things. Sisters throw bottles and spit and crawl and all this stuff here and say meaningful, hurtful things. For what? We just living you the word. But when Esau tell you something, you niggas jump to that. You jump into his beat, right? and misused the prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was, arose against his people till there was no remedy left. There was no remain of nobody left. Most High God said, okay, yeah, y'all gonna come against them, but I'm gonna start putting some of y'all to death for that, for misusing my prophets, because I sent them out there. They ain't go out there by themselves. I sent them. I got angels surrounding them. So you disrespect them, you're disrespecting me. That's the Most High God says, right? So we're gonna go to the book of Jeremiah 7 and let's see. The book of Jeremiah, right? 7 and 13, right? And now, because ye have done all these works, saith the Lord, and I spake unto you, rising up early and speaking, but you heard not, and I called, but you answer not. Most of God is calling for his people, and what y'all do? Y'all celebrate Halloween. Y'all rather go to church and hear a story about Halloween. Y'all rather to ride around and to trick or treat and, you know, to do all these old abominable things, man. What y'all rather do, man? That's what our people rather do, man. You know? Most of God said, I have called, but none of y'all are paying attention. Until it's too late. So God start wiping you Negroes out of here. You see how people are dying on a rapid rate. Don't nobody see that? People are dying every other week. It's speeding up now. You see them one day, they go on the next day. They say, well, life is short. No, you make it short. Because you disrespect your father. Right? Now I'm going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and 24. Right? The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called, and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Most of God said, I have called, man, and you refuse me. I have scratched out my hand, and you haven't regarded. You haven't took my hand and said, okay, Lord, I'm going to come into you. I'm tired. I want out. Don't nobody say that. Roll the next blunt. Pull the next alcohol. That's what you're saying out there. Right? Most High God says, because I have called and ye refuse. So those people that you see that died, passing out our neighborhoods and everywhere across the world that died, God have called them. They have listened to the word of God. They roll right past us out there. Everybody that died roll right past us out there. Preaching. They throw their hands up, they speak, they keep on going. That's how God called you. You think he's going to come down off his throne? Hey, how you doing, my son? Come out. No, he's going to send his prophet. And after you don't get it, he's going to send them death angels through here. That's what God is sending through our neighborhoods. That's why people are dying at an alarming rapid rate. That's what's going on. You don't know that? God said, I create good and evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. He said, because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand to you. I've sent my prophets out there. I've done everything I possibly can do to save your life. But you don't want that. You want me to bring wrath upon you. You want to tempt me and show. You want to tempt me. You know how Negroes is. You got to show a nigga something. So most of God said, okay, I'm going to show you Negroes something. I'm going to show you Negroes something. Right? I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded it. No man took heed to what we're saying out there. You know why? Because they pull their shoulders away. They stop their ears. You do all these things. You're not doing it to us. You're doing it to your power. How you think God going to get your attention? By coming down here? No, he's going to send his man out. He's going to send his messengers out there. Because he having compassion. So I'm going to have compassion on my people. See, they preach in church that you live in grace. We are in the grace. But grace runs out. All these people that died lately, their grace ran out. Sooner or later, your grace is going to run out. What you going to do? Are you going to answer the Most High God? Are you going to be numbered to the slug? Are you going to be numbered to the soul? Are you going to call? Are you going to answer his call? Or are you just too busy? Your music too loud. You're looking too good out there. You got the nice outfit on. Right? Now we're going to go to the book of Jeremiah. Right? chapter 2, verse 19 and 20. Right? And it reads, thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Knowing therefore and seeing that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy God, and that my fear is not in thee, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Did you get that? So now, I'm going to break it down to you. It says, thy own wickedness shall correct thee. Right? So, you brothers out there like to sell dope, you wonder why you get popped, come at God, get popped, come at God, you get popped. Because God is correcting you. Right? He's correcting you. So he might correct you right. Your whole life might be like that. I know some brothers, man, ain't been out of prison 5 years, ain't had a 5-year stretch yet. They've been in prison their whole life. They do parts of bits, 20 bits, they do 15 here, 10 here, 5 here. You don't even get a 2-month run yet. Their own wickedness shall correct you. God correct you. I'll give you another example. Okay, boom. For you fornicators out there, they love to sleep around. You men like to sleep around with different women. You sisters like to sleep around with different men. Okay. You catch a little simple cold, you know. You take your children to the doctor, you know. They get them a little test. So doctor say, hey, you coughing out of bed. Let me check you too. You real proud. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And he check your test, you know. Boom, boom, boom. You go home. He call you back. Hey, ma'am, can you come back up here? So you thinking, damn, what do you want? He's going to give me a job or something? Get up there. And he sits you down and say, hey, man, can you remember the last people that you have sex with, encounters with? Oh, yeah. Keisha and Teresa and Tammy and all these persons here. Or you say Bob and Joe and Billy and Ted. That's what you say. He said, I need you to contact them. You say, why? You know, they're my partner. I don't want to do that. You have full-blown AIDS. Now their own wickedness shall correct you. That wickedness that you were doing correct you. Now you don't want to have sex no more. Now you don't know, but now you don't even want to be seen no more. That wickedness shall correct you. God says an even bitter thing, right? To forsake him. It's an even bitter thing. What you think you're doing at them Halloween? That's evil and wicked. That's bitter. You're bitter to the Most High God, right? Verse 20. For of old time I have broken thy yokes in the days of Egypt, and burst thy bands. And thou sayest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot. No matter where we go at, we always trying to be like these other nations, playing the harlot. We're trying to be the whore. That's what we're doing, because we are married to God. The children of Israel, you are married to God. And when you go out there and keep Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you are married, you are fornicating with another God. That's what you are doing. That's what you're doing. Right? And it says, and thou sayest, I will not transgress. You know, you get out of jail and say, what? Lord, you get me out of this mill, boy, I ain't going back. What? I ain't going back. I ain't gonna beat my wife no more. I ain't gonna disrespect my children no more. You know, I'm gonna be a good Negro. You know, that's what you say. I'm gonna be a good Negro. And you get back out, you do the same dang on thing again. Right? You do the same dang on thing again, right? You do the same dang on thing again, right? And you lie. Right? That's why most of our God is numbering our people to the sword. Because he said, I have called for you. I have called, but you didn't answer. I have spake to you, but you didn't listen to me. So therefore, I'm going to number you to the sword. So that brother and that sister that committing fornication, committing adultery, God is going to number you to the sword. That's why you die at a rapid rate. That's why young brothers are getting shot down like dogs in the streets. We're getting killed from our own people. We're killing our own people. Other people is killing us. Because God said, when I called you, you didn't answer me. When I spake to you, you didn't listen. You didn't have time for me. Therefore, I'm going to number you to the sword. So I'm going to go to the book of Jeremiah, right? It's in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, chapter 17. Fuck it. Chapter 17, right? And verse 4 through 7. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I have gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies, and the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. God said, we have kindled an anger, and we have killed a fire in his anger. They're going to burn forever. Forever. Do they teach that out there? Pastor, you bringing this out here this Sunday? This what you doing? Or you agreeing with everything that's going on around here? Because I didn't see you out there rebuking. I didn't see you making no videos of rebuking your people on these wicked holidays. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that at all. No. I haven't seen that at all, man. Right? I haven't seen that at all, man. Right? So it says, and thou, it says, and thou even thyself, thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in the land which thou knowest not. So we're in the land that we didn't never know. And we're serving our enemy. And we're following our enemy. Right? We're following our enemy, man. We have been taught by our enemy. But we don't seem to understand that. Right? In the land which thou knowest not, for you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh his flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Our minds have departed from the Lord, because we trust in man. This man tell us to go out there and worship Halloween. We do it. We trust in him. Not even knowing the origin of these holidays, these pagan holidays. You don't even know what's going on, but we do these things, right? We do them. Don't even know what's going on, but we do these things, right? Cursed be the man that trusted the man and making flesh his arms. You making flesh your arms. You making this man to protect you. You think he's going to protect you? Oh, he's going to protect. Oh, good old Mr. White man going to protect us. Good old Mr. White man going to protect us. Mr. White man going to put you to death. Don't you see that? He don't care nothing about you. He don't care nothing about you at all. Let me show you something. Let me show you he don't care nothing about you. Right? Put a spirit over I can find this. Precept, man. Alright. Show you something. Let's say goodbye, y'all. See if I can find it.